Let's talk about this last component of the Love Life Cooperative that I've mentioned, um, and Love Enterprises essentially. The Center for Aristocratic Development and the preschool. So, this preschool is the Center for Aristocratic Development and the preschool, I feel, are the gifts that the Love Life Cooperative will give to the community as free services. The Center for Aristocratic Development is a curriculum based adult education program. So it's like taking classes and going to school. The curriculum is based on things that I found were missing in life, that my life, that I feel like I could have been better educated on. But it goes a little bit more in depth. So, for instance, one of the classes, first level classes, would be budgeting, but it's not just about budgeting because you can find budgeting classes everywhere. What it will be is budgeting, and you will actually go through a step by step process of completing certain assignments towards creating a budget and implementing a budget. And you will have like regular meetings every week, and then every other month or every other week, and then every other month, and then every 3 months and then every 6 months, until you have accumulated a certain amount in savings. And when you've accumulated that certain amount of savings, then you are gifted that amount in savings, which automatically doubles your savings for taking the time and taking the initiative to implement what you've been educated on. And so that's the way I see things happening. That the Love Life Cooperative, the membership fees will help to pay for this, for families to be able to go through this experience. And at the end of it, what I hope is that people will feel empowered to begin to live the life of their dreams, to begin to maybe dream again after they've stopped dreaming because life has just put them in a paycheck to paycheck or poverty mindset. And we're going to burst those and show that all things are possible when community comes together and we build the village and provide everything that is necessary to raise our child, regardless of the age. And what is so key about this is that when parents are raised, so will their children be. This is critical. There are so many parents that are out there struggling and in need of support to help raise their children, and they're failing their children because they don't have it. So let's be that support network to one another and build the village and raise our children to a higher level of living so that our little children can be raised. And so the preschool is just kind of a designation that falls along with the Center for Aristocratic Development. It's kind of a lateral thing. It is not, the curriculum is for a preschool mindset. So as I mentioned in another video, I go into more detail about that, but they're kind of coupled together. So, and falling under the free services that the Love Life Cooperative will provide to the community. And so that's how I see things happening. And I believe very strongly that it is possible. I really do. And the greatest example that I have that anything is possible is watching what the seniors created. A lot of people got mad because the seniors got together and were able to come up with the funding for this multi-million-dollar facility that has everything that they need and it's state of the art, and they're not sharing it. Well, they did all the work for it. I'm not hating on them. I actually have tried to talk to a couple of them, and that's a whole nother story. But about how they accomplished it, and that's another story. I didn't have that opportunity, but I want to talk to those bandits or the outlaws or however they call them. They gained this nickname because at one point, because it's a state, because the senior citizen is the senior center was a town-run facility. They were meeting in too large of a group to actually meet on town property. So they kind of were banned from meeting at the actual senior center. So they had to find other places to meet at. But the way they came together and gained the funding and everything else they needed to create the facility that they want and now have, I feel like families can do the same thing. I applaud them for doing that and for showing us what is possible. And I'm not jealous. I'm just ready to work and do the same thing for the families and for the young people in our community, because we deserve it just as much as they do. So I think I'm coming to the end of this video. Thank you so much for taking the time for being here with me. I really appreciate it. I look forward to how we will interact with one another. I look forward to meeting you, and thank you in advance for how you will contribute, or invest really is the best word. I look forward to how you will invest of your time, your money, and your energy in the future of Vernon Rockville. So I wish you all well, and aloha. Create today. It is already amazing, so may your choices make it the best ever. Peace.